Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Royal Rumble. This is famous people. They don't have to be alive. They just have to be, you know, um, they don't have to be alive. They just have to be famous. It could be someone that's a politician. It could be a basketball player, football player, rock star, rapper, actor. Um, and then I think there might be a couple odds and ends that are famous, but they're not really in that category. I'm not for sure. I think most of them are what I just said. I think could be a comedian or something. But I mean, they're in movies too, so technically an actor. So I hope you guys enjoy this Rumble. It's going to be a very good one. I have a feeling. There's most of the people you've already seen. I did add a few new people in there. There's a couple of surprises, but I think they've all been on the channel at least once before. I'm pretty sure they've. Wait, there might be one. There might be one, but it's not a well, depends on who you are, whether you think it's major or not. But this guy has been on this channel probably every year, and it's Gene Simmons. Wait, I gotta watch what I say here. I always want to say lead singer of Kiss. Is he the lead singer? It's Paul. See, I remember one time I said Paul Stanley was the lead singer, and then people said Gene Simmons was the lead singer. And then I said Gene Simmons was the lead singer one time, and they said Paul Stanley was the lead singer. So you guys tell me on the comments, and if you want to argue it out, that's okay, because honestly, I don't know. I do like Kiss, but I'm not the biggest Kiss fan. But I do like. First of all, the one thing I love about Kiss is how they like the whole makeup, the body armor almost kind of scenario that they have going on. They have a good style to them. So, yeah, I do like that. I do like a couple of their songs, but I remember when I first listened to them, I expected a harder rock, like almost not like a Slipknot, but like a Metallica vibe or Slayer or something like that. Boy, was I wrong. They're kind of softer rock, and I mean, looking like that, I expect harder rock, but they're still good. I still like them, and I especially like Gene. Gene's amazing, and let's see who he's gonna face off with is the question here. And it is, oh my goodness, it is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my goodness. And I know some of you all, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or I know some of you all say I mispronounce stuff. I don't. This name's okay to mispronounce. And this is embarrassing. Movie, the first Terminator. I believe I've seen number 2. And of course I've seen 3, which, wasn't really big a fan of that. But they say the other 2 are better. But I actually feel kind of ashamed that I have not seen those movies. I think I've seen 2. I'm not even for sure, which is a shame because both of them are classics. And I'm a movie buff. I'm supposed to be a movie buff. And Arnold's here. He's been pumping some iron. And here we go. Oh, look at this. Arnold's a tough guy. He's like him in his prime or something. The only bad acting job he ever had was the governor of California. That's the worst acting job. I'll probably offend someone. Keep my mouth shut. And Johnny Steele's 3 from the show Jackass. And he's a movie star as well. He was in that terrible movie called Dukes of Hazzard. Man, oh God. Was that him? It was him and Scott, right? Oh, I'm eating Cheez-Its. I'm about to puke just thinking about that. The only one that I like this guy way better than Gene. And it is Freddie Mercury. That is right. The lead singer of Queen. He just had a big movie. I saw the movie. Loved the movie. I think he's one of the best singers of all time. Especially one of the best rock singers. But I think he's one of the best singers ever. And his creative abilities is on another level as well. He's just good overall. Slipknot are my favorite bands, which make no sense at all. And here comes Bruce Lee, number 5. And Bruce Lee's a little guy, so at first I was like, he's that little? And yeah, he is. He's 5'7". He's kind of short. Bruce Lee versus Arnold. Let's go. Oh, man. I want to see it. So we got some actors. I guess, I don't know if Bruce Lee was known more for his martial arts or not. Joe Bob Briggs is like, he does marathons on Shudder. So he made the celebrity thing again. He does stuff like that. I don't really think he's a big actor. He's acted in some movies, I believe. And Arnold has had enough of Joe Bob Briggs. Arnold is eliminated. And Arnold's a tough guy. They made him really buff, like back in Pumping Iron. I've never seen that movie either. I mean, and John Wayne's number 7. There's a couple actors where I've missed their best movies. And Arnold's one. Jean-Claude Van Damme's one, and who's the other one? Wesley Snipes. I've missed a lot of their movies, and I need to watch them. And I apologize for being an embarrassment for not watching them. But those 3 guys, I've missed out a lot on. They're big action stars. I mean, I've seen Blade, and I've seen Predator with Arnold. I've seen a couple of their movies. I don't think I've ever seen it. I've only seen one Jean-Claude Van Damme. So, LeBron James is number 8. And you guys know him. One of the most famous basketball players right now. One of the best of our time right now. And I know some people think Jordan's better. And, you know, that's okay. It's a preference thing. It's a preference thing. One thing I do know is Michael Jordan's shoes are way too high. That's what I do know. That's what I do know. LeBron's shoes are probably higher, or just as high. And Freddie Mercury got eliminated there. Will Ferrell, number 9. He's the one, the only Will Ferrell. Look at Bruce Lee here. He's going to take down LeBron James. That's what you get for getting rid of Freddie. You pay for it. Bruce Lee got it. Will Ferrell eliminates Bruce Lee. I am going to have a panic attack or something. And John Wayne's in the ring, by the way. One of the biggest... You know, Clint Eastwood, John Wayne's another one. I just never watched a lot of westerns. I feel ashamed of myself. I need to take like a week or 2 off and just go through all these movies that are classics that I have never seen, because you know they weren't during my time and stuff. But I've seen more Will Ferrell movies than John Wayne. And I've seen more Will Ferrell movies than Clint Eastwood movies. I mean, really? Gotta be something wrong there. Will Ferrell's great, though. And Will Ferrell is going to go after Johnny Knoxville here. Let's see if he can get him. And he does. Dan Marino, number 10. You gotta watch how I eat those Cheez-Its. And Dan Marino's one of the best quarterbacks ever. He isn't the best. I know who the best is, but I don't want people to unsubscribe to me, so I'm not going to say his name. And Snoop D-O-double-G. I do have a few rappers in here. And I do have people that some people might not be familiar with. Will Ferrell has eliminated Arnold. Really? Will Ferrell's just tearing them to pieces here. And Dan Marino gets rid of John Wayne. That's weird. Some weird eliminations here, and Will Ferrell's getting double teamed. He's hanging on for dear life. And I think he's going to get out of it. Yes, he does. And Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be number 12, Giants wide receiver. You're wondering who he is. He's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. As much as I'm not a Giants fan, I do like Odell a lot. I think Odell is a great player. I really do. And he deserves a better quarterback, I think. And Dr. Phil's number 13. So, yeah, there is a couple people, odds and ends, like him and Joe Bob Briggs. I don't consider Dr. Phil like an actor. He's more of a reality star. Well, not really reality star. He's like a talk show host, I guess. And Dan Marino's going after Dr. Phil. Get him. Dr. Phil wants to tell us all we're overweight. I can't stand that. I'm not that. Well, I guess I'm just a tad bit. Not really. But still, that's not cool, Dr. Phil. Dan Marino's going to kick your butt. Oh, man, kick to the head. Get him. And Jackie Chan's number 14. So he's an actor, he's involved with martial arts, I believe, as well. I haven't seen a lot of his movies. I've seen Rush Hour, so I've seen a couple of them. And Dan Marino gets rid of Jackie Chan. So Jackie Chan, he was like, what happened? What happened to me? Like, he's all upset. Just all of a sudden he got eliminated just like that on a drop of a dime. And Clint Eastwood's number 15. The old version of Clint Eastwood. Which is a still tough guy. You don't play around. I still don't know what Clint Eastwood was doing when he did the whole thing with the pretending Obama was sitting beside him. I still don't get that. Like, I thought that was so weird. And you guys know when it comes to politics, I'm like in the middle and stuff. But even I thought that was odd. I thought that was very odd. And Dr. Phil. Oh, a clothesline on Will Ferrell. So finally someone gets rid of Will Ferrell. And Jason Statham. Oh, man, he's with... Oh, and Clint Eastwood levels Statham. Oh, man. Oh, man. Jason Statham came in there really good. And then all it took was one bad move. And he's out of this match. Man, he had a good moveset. I could tell. And here comes Trump at number 17. And we'll see what happens here. And Dr. Phil gets out of it. Trump's about to dive. Oh, what in the world was that? Going to Odell Beckham. He's going after Dan Marino. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a new character that I've never used before, T-Pain. T-Pain, he's the one that got auto-tune really popular back in the day. It's probably 10 years ago, I'd say. With the songs Buy You a Drink, Bartender, I'm in Love with a Stripper, and Sprung, I'm Sprung, or something like that. I forget what that was. I didn't like that song. I like the other three. I didn't like that song. But his music's pretty good. I know the whole, and I heard he could sing pretty good. He just uses the auto-tune. Post Malone, you guys know him. He's pretty, I like a couple of his songs too. I like Congratulations. I like White Iverson's pretty good. And I Fall Apart is a good song. What else does he do? Rockstar. Of course Rockstar's good, but my favorite's Congratulations if I had to choose. T-Pain's was Buy You a Drink. That's probably my favorite of him. And here comes Joe Biden. Oh my goodness, I would love to see Biden and Trump duke it out because they had that little thing going on and I loved it. It was so funny when Biden was all ticked off and he was like, I'd like to take Trump behind the gym. And then Trump was like, oh, he thinks he's Mr. Tough Guy. Take me behind the gym and stuff like that. So let's hope that they battle it out tonight. I thought that back and forth was so funny between both sides. I thought it was hilarious when they were talking about fighting each other behind the gym. I thought it was great. Uh-oh, here we go. We're going to have the showdown. Oh, no. And this is another new guy. He's from the Misfits. It's like, I think it's Michael Graves. I don't spell my name like he does. I don't think it's Michelle. So, he is from the Misfits, though, and he does get rid of Trump in this matchup. I would love to see Trump versus Biden, though. Man, we're going to have to do it sometime. Behind the gym. They got to fight behind the gym. Uh-oh, here we go. Post Malone going after T-Pain. Look at T-Pain go. He's going on both sides here. Uh-oh, going after Malone now. I like T-Pain's character. It's pretty cool what they did. I thought they did a good job. By the way, I didn't make any of these people, and they can all be found on Community Creations on Xbox One. So, make sure you download them if you can. Help these creators out getting their downloads. And some of the hashtags I use is rapper, rock, metal, actor, celebrity. Celebrity's really good. You'll find a lot of celebrity. Rap, NBA, NFL. You'll find a lot of these guys. And here comes one of my favorite rappers, Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. And he's been on the channel a couple times. I like what they did with, this is a good character, but I loved what they did last year. They made a really good character last year. Like, it was identical to him. It was really good. You guys know what I'm talking about. It was really cool. T-Pain's on the ropes. And Skrillex is back. Yes, that's right, guys. I don't think we've seen him in a while. And I got him. One here, I made sure to get him. He's actually one of my favorite artists. And Biden, don't you dare get him, Skrillex. Skrillex has to win this because he's one of my favorite musicians. I know some people say he's not a musician. Well, guess what? It's too bad. I said he was. Okay? They're saying dubstep sounds like a dentist drilling your teeth. Really? Really? Have you ever had a dentist drill your teeth before? it sounds nothing like that. Because dubstep is a sound that I want to hear. I don't want to hear a dentist drilling my teeth. Ridiculous. Whoever says that, they need to go to prison for 10 years at least. That's ridiculous. You must love dubstep, or you are crazy. And uh-oh, here comes Charles Barkley. By the way, we added him on here. This is commentator Charles Barkley. And Steve-O's number 25. Look at Biggie. Oh, another elimination on Post Malone. Nice. Good elimination there. And Steve-O, can he get rid of Biden? And still nope. Charles Barkley's a big dude. I didn't realize how big a dude he was. Come on, Skrillex. Hang in there. And Adam Levine's number 26. He's okay. He's not a bad singer. I know he's like a ladies' man or whatever, but his music's okay. I give credit where credit's due. Maroon 5 is a good band. They are. They're not my favorite band, but they're a good band. I mean, I forget some of their songs. Sugar's an okay song. That one song, the one that girls like, something about girls or something. It's all right. It's not. I don't like payphone because he's talking about being at a payphone. Does he not have a cell phone? What? I think it's so dorky. I really do. Maybe in the song he just lets us know that he doesn't have a cell phone, but like I said, I haven't listened to that song enough to know. But why the payphone? Why is that a hit? I don't like it. But some of his older stuff with Maroon 5, I think one's called This Love or something like that. That's a good song. And, I like it. They're not bad. But anyway, Steve-O's from Jackass. And yes, Notorious B.I.G., one of my favorites in this match, gets rid of T-Pain. Skrillex. Oh, here's one of my other favorites, Tech 9, number 27. This is one of the guys that a lot of people I've seen are not familiar with. He's a phenomenal rapper. He's one of the best. He's put out like 100 albums. I've never seen a guy work so hard in my life. He's a workaholic. He's put out so many albums, it's unreal. And his songs are different than normal rap. There's like a metal theme going on. He's very different than most rappers are, so that's why I like him a lot. There goes Biden. Steve-O got rid of him. And Mr. Rogers, I know this is a character, but his last name is Rogers, therefore this counts. I don't care what you say. Mr. Rogers is here. Come on. Oh, thank you, Mr. Rogers. I don't want either one of those guys eliminated. But I might have... Skrillex might be done. Oh, no. The king of dubstep. And I know there's other guys that are supposedly better than he is that a lot of people that are like older fans of dubstep don't like. They don't like Skrillex or whatever. And I've heard some of those guys, and honestly, I like Skrillex better. I don't know if it's my time or... Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's a famous person. It counts. It counts. Harambe is here. All right. My boy, Harambe. He is a famous person. You know, he died in this in I believe the Cincinnati Zoo, and he is famous. He also got a lot of political votes in the election, which honestly he would have been a better candidate than either party. Even if he wasn't alive, I think he'd be better. Like, I actually have a shirt saying Harambe for president. I really do. And Skrillex gets rid of Harambe. Crap. Harambe always gets the short end of the stick in life. And here comes Obama. And we're down to 5. And uh-oh. I'm rooting for either Tech-9 or Skrillex. And uh-oh. Mr. Rogers. Yes, Steve-O's done. So I got a 50% chance now of getting my pick to win. It's either, I hope Tech-9 wins. I like Skrillex as better when it comes to music, but I like Tech-9 as a person. I think he's just so cool looking. He always wears that white face paint sometimes and all that crazy stuff. So I'm rooting for Tech-9. And he looks like he belongs in WWE. You know, he looks like one of those guys that could be a great wrestler if he could wrestle. Like, he has that, you know, that kind of like a Sting kind of thing going on with the face paint. He's just different than, you know, his peers and stuff like that. I've always been a fan of Tech-9. Remember one time I was in the weight room, and I was talking about how great Tech-9 was, and some big guy comes up to me, and he's like, "What'd you say about Tech-9?" I said he was great. And he was like, "Oh, yeah." And then he was explaining something to me. But I thought the guy thought I was talking crap about him, and he was going to try to fight me or something. I was scared to death because the guy he's a big dude. He's a big dude. So, I'm glad we agree. Oh, no. No. Skrillex eliminates Tech-9, so I'm pulling for Skrillex here. And Mr. Rogers gets rid of Obama in this match. So it is Mr. Rogers versus my boy Skrillex. Oh, man. You know, I'll be fine with Mr. Rogers winning, but I want Skrillex to win this. Especially for all those people that said his music sounds like a dentist drilling your teeth. This one's for you, if he wins it. The only thing that sounds like a dentist drilling your teeth is your voice, by the way. Let me just make that loud and clear. And Skrillex, oh no, uh-oh. He's got golden opportunity here. Run for the clothesline. What are you doing? What are you doing, Skrillex? Come on. Oh, man. Oh, come on. What is he doing? And he got the reversal. All he needs. Okay, he got the kick. He got the kick. Let's see if he can get it. Come on, Skrillex. You got it, man. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Come on. No. No. I like Mr. Rogers too, but come on. I used to watch Mr. Rogers as a kid. So, I like them both, but I mean, Skrillex was a big part of my life in high school and college. So, no! Mr. Rogers wins. Oh my goodness. I'm okay with it. You know, he's cool too. I want to Tech-9 though. I like Tech-9. And Mr. Rogers, it doesn't matter how nice you are, how much we love you. I'm sorry, you're not going to WrestleMania. You're not. So quit pointing at the sign. Goodness gracious. WrestleMania will not be your neighbor. You mark my words. It will not be your neighbor. WrestleMania will not be your neighbor. You are not going. How many times do I have to tell these people? It'd be like they would get it through their skull by now. I love Mr. Rogers to death, but he's not going to WrestleMania. Goodness. As they win Royal Rumble, I do one in my story every single year. Okay? There's only one Rumble that counts, and it's not this one. And they all point at that sign like they're going to go somewhere. Anyway, a little rant there because I'm sick of it. It's the same routine every single time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Congratulations, though, to Mr. Rogers. He was definitely, I used to watch him when I was a kid and stuff. I thought his show was cool. And both guys really played a role in my youth. So, one in the upper youth, one in the lower youth, but whatever. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. If you're new, check out, I got tons of Rumbles. Check them all out. Drop a like. Help me out. I'm on the road to 10K. I want that 10K so badly. I'll see you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed the Rumble. I'm out.